everybody, and a big hello to all the children from Holy Trinity and from Lowbrook, and especially my 6G class. Hope everybody is well. 6G, I'm very much looking forward to seeing you on Google Hangout on Friday. It's a Wednesday afternoon at the moment, but I'm probably going to post this video on Thursday night for you to do on Friday, so I hope you find it all right. It's lovely and sunny outside, so I hope everyone is still enjoying the weather. We're going to carry on with a little bit of ratio and proportion today. Obviously we did a bit on Monday with me and Mrs Denham's Easter cupcakes, which is you often get a lot of ratio when you're baking. You also do it when you're mixing paint and stuff, so that's what's going to be the main theme of our lesson today. Okay, so we're going to start off with a little bit of can you go quicker than Mr Gosling. So here we go. You know the drill. You shout the screen, I shout the computer. Whoever's first wins. 7 times 4. 28. 2 times 10. 20. 82 divided by 2. 41. 18 plus 3. 21. 18 divided by 6. 3. 64 plus 26. 90. 95 divided by 5. 19. The way I did that one is I knew that 100 divided by 5 was 20, so I just took off one lot of 5. Took off one lot of 5. 15 times 4 is 60. Quick way to times by 4 is to double and double again, if anyone wants a quick strategy. 9 squared. 81. 4,000 times 5 is 20,000. Name the shape. Is a right angled triangle. Name the shape. That is a hexagonal prism. Definition of any sort of prism is 2 shapes at either end joined together by rectangles. 84. The square root of 4 is 2. 10% of 62, 6.2. How many lines of symmetry? 1. 5% of 500 is 25. Remember, 10% is 50 and then half it. How many lines of symmetry? Equilateral triangle is 3. 7 divided by 2, 3.5. Okay, so here we go then with today's learning intention is can I solve ratio problems using paint? And of course there is a best in the business bonus questions to finish. Okay, so let's have a look at what it says at the top. It says to make purple paint you need to mix 2 parts red with 3 parts blue. Well, the first thing you're probably thinking of if you've not come across this before is what do we mean by parts? Well, parts means anything, okay, any unit of measure. So let's just say, for example, a part is a milliliter to start with. That means if you mix 2 milliliters of red with 3 milliliters of blue, you get 5 milliliters of purple, and you can see the ratio there of 2 to 3, which would make 5 litres of paint. If it was a litre, you would do 2 litres of red with 3 litres of blue, and then you get 5 litres of purple if you mixed it all together. So that word part can mean any sort of unit of measure. Now, before I carry on with my ratio lesson today, there are different ways to do this. I'm just going to tell you the way that I like to teach it, but obviously there's different ways to solve problems. Okay, so my first question says, how much blue paint do you need if you've used 4 litres of red paint? So if you use 2 litres of red paint, you'd need 3 litres of blue, which would make 5 litres overall. So if you had double the amount of red paint, because using 4 litres, you'd need double the amount of blue, which would be 6 litres, and then you get 10 litres of purple paint overall. So these are actually equivalent ratios. This is just a simplified version of this. Okay, let's have a look at the next question. How much of each colour do you need to make 13 litres of purple paint? Well, to make 5 litres of purple paint, you need 3 litres of blue and 2 litres of red. And for 10, you need 6 blue and 4 red. So hopefully you've worked out, this is going up in 5s. For 15 litres of purple paint, you would use 6. Okay, so let's have a look at the next question. You might want to press pause and do this one on your own. If you're not too sure, I'll go for it now. How much red paint do you need if you use 12 litres of blue paint? So if I move this down now, you can see that you're going up in 3s of the blue paint. So 12 litres, you need 8 litres of red paint. Let's have a look at the next question. How much of each colour do you need to make 25 litres of purple paint? So press pause if you want to work out yourself. If not, I'll get rid of that. So you'd need 15 litres of blue and 2 litres of red. So let's have a look at the next one. How much of each colour do you need to make 135 litres of purple paint? So again, you could write 5, 10, 15, 20 and go all the way down and go all the way down in 3s and 2s. But a much quicker way is to write 135 litres because that's what we need. And you need to work out what you need to multiply 5 by to get to 135. Well, I know that 5 times 20 is 100. I know 5 times 25 is 125. So I believe that is 27. Now, you might just want to do a quick bus stop, and work out what 135 divided by 5 is. I'm not going to do it here now, but that's what you might want to do. Then you've got to multiply each of these by 27. So 2 times 27 is 54. 3 times 7, again, you might just want to do a bit of a column multiplication. I'm not going to do it at the moment because I'm pretty confident I know the answer, because I know 3 times 20 is 60 and 3 times 7 is 21. So I'm pretty sure that makes 81. So for 135 litres of purple, you'd need 81 litres of blue, 54 litres of red. And these two, if you add them together, should always make this number here. So if it doesn't, you've gone wrong somewhere. Okay, so this one says, to make brown paint, you need to mix 5 parts red with 3 parts blue to 2 parts yellow. And then that will give you 10 parts brown. So let's just call them litres now, because we're working in litres. So 5 litres of red, 3 litres of blue and 2 litres of yellow will give you, if you mix them all up, 10 litres of brown. Press pause if you want to crack this question on your own. How much of each colour do you need to make 80 litres of brown paint? If not, I'm going to go through it now. So we don't want 10 litres of brown paint. In fact, we want 80 litres. So if you know your 10 times table, which I hope you do, you should know that you have to multiply 10 by 8 to get to 80, which means you need to multiply all your other colours, I can't speak today, by 8. So 5 times 8 makes 40, so you need 40 litres of red. 3 times 8 is 24. You'd need 24 litres of blue. And 2 times 8 is 16. You'd need 16 litres of yellow. So here we go then with your first lot of questions. So press pause to crack this on your own. And here's the answers. So press pause to mark it. And next lot of questions, press pause to crack this on your own. And here's the answers. Okay, so here's your best in the business bonus questions. So if you want to press pause and crack it on your own before I go through the answers. So the first question says, Mark, Fred and Steve share the cost of a holiday in the ratio of 1, 2 and 3. That means if Mark spent £1, Fred's going to spend £2 and Steve's going to spend £3. Which means if it cost £6, that's how it would be divided up. £1 for Mark, £2 for Fred and £3 for Steve. But of course it wasn't £6, it was £1,200. Which is 200 times more than 6. 6 times 200 equals 1200. So you'd have to multiply all those other numbers by 200 to work out what each of them spent. I think Mark's had a bit of a blinder here on this holiday. So here we go. So Mark would have spent 200, Fred 400 and Steve 600. And if you add it all together, it will make 1200. I'm not going to go through every single one. So I'm just going to rub off the next two and you can mark it. Right, so I hope everyone got okay with everything today. If you're opening this on Friday morning and you're 6G, I'm probably going to see you very, very shortly because we're meeting up at 11. If not, if you're a child from Holy Trinity or another school, whatever, hope everyone has had a good virtual week back at school. Have a lovely weekend. My next video will be on Sunday night, ready for Monday. Take care, be good for your parents. Catch you then.